I'm so confused by this.
Welcome back to another edition of the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Sitting by my side, my co-host JR. What up, Jay?
Hey, what's good?
Also sitting in tonight from the Upstate Golf guys, we got Anthony in the house. What up, Ant?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
What's up, man? What's up? Just before we get rolling, I want to give a quick shout out to my man Shane from Gimme Gang for popping on earlier in the week. He's nice enough to give us a promo code, so check them out, RGB20 for 20% off. Another announcement, this episode is brought to you by 420 Bliss, located up on Hoosick Street. We're starting off tonight with a nice Packwoods pre-roll with the Keef infused right around it, so this is going to be interesting. I smoked one of these a couple weeks ago. It burned for about 25 minutes or so we'll see what happens there. You got later.
Oh, man, I'm missing out tonight not being there, huh?
You're kind of missing out, buddy.
Yeah, you are.
You're kind of missing out.
Got bottles of wine and shit.
Yeah, we ain't messing around tonight, Ant. We ain't messing around, buddy.
It might be better off, though. I got to open up my store tomorrow. I'm looking at 5:30 in the morning, but Roger's probably getting up at about 2:30, so I shouldn't even say anything.
Tomorrow, buddy. I'll be up at 3, home by 11. Can't wait. But also, before we get rolling, I want to take a shout out to my man, the Custom Rag. Here, hold that for a second. Check this shit out. This thing is no joke. Perfect for the golf course. Got the logo on there. Got the club cleaning material on the back. Got to check this dude out. I'll post his website in the description below. It's I'm honestly shocked by the quality of it. Didn't know what to expect. Someone offered to give me something for free. But I will definitely be putting an order in for the guys for the season coming up, because the quality alone, man, is worth the $15 or $12, whatever it was. It's pretty sick. And you got to get one for the Upstate Golf guys, bro.
Yeah, I have my guy making some towels, but I think I like the look of yours a little bit better, the material and just the quality. I have a funny feeling that I'm gonna like yours better, so I might have to get at least the towels.
This isn't like a towel like one of your average golf towels, but this is like, if you ordered this and if this had a Nike symbol on it, it's $40 to $60.
I could tell the look of it. It looks really quality.
You can't probably see from there, but it's got the
instead of cotton, it's like a wedge cleaner.
Yeah,
fabric.
bro, the texture back to it.
It's like to clean your grooves.
It's really sweet. Yeah, the Custom Rag.
Nice.
You can find him on Instagram. I actually got his card right here. It's just thecustomrag.com. He's based out of California, Rancho Cucamonga, actually. The king around here. Remember right there from fucking Friday?
Yeah.
But I was on with Ann. I've been co-hosting with Ann on the Upstate Golf guys a little bit. We had Nate from Acorn Hills on. That was a good time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a fun episode. I really respect that kid. He hustles, man, doesn't he? I was telling my buddy today, he's got 4 jobs. Kid's 21 years old. What were you doing at 21?
Buddy, I couldn't even. I was lucky
not
to put.
Working 4 jobs.
Not working 4 jobs.
That.
I wasn't working 40 hours a week, I don't think.
He's a board member at multiple courses. What else was he saying he does? I mean, he just does
he's a college
volunteer.
Full-time college golfer, runs his own business.
Yeah.
He showed us the calendar, bro, and it wasn't a free, we were the last thing he had to do for the day. And he's like, oh, guys, I'll talk all night. I got nothing else to do. We're like, dude, your time's too valuable for us to sit here bullshit with you.
Yeah, that was a really, really fun episode. I'm actually ready to go on and buy some more stuff, I think.
And the quality of his stuff as well is legit.
Yeah, I want to get that camo, that new one he dropped. It's fire.
Nice. I'll show JR that when we get off here.
Hell yeah, man. Wow, that thing looks like it's smoking. Nice. Wow. Blowing up clouds. That's over at 420 Bliss, huh? I might have to go pick one up.
Yeah, go see my girl Ty up there in the crew. Shout out to them. Yeah, they got everything up there. I'm really excited to get into this. We got the Mike Tyson brand. It's let's see here. It's the Tiger Mint.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. This thing is coming in at 30%.
Wow. I saw that they have a whole line of the cookies brand too. I was looking at their menu.
That cookies pen I had was one of the best pens I've ever smoked.
Do you think a lot of the cookies we were getting before that were some of the bootleg cookies and there's
100%.
There's a legitimate
100%.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're getting it directly from the source, right out in Cali and shit, where we don't know where it's coming from back in the day. So
Right.
Now with the dispensaries, yeah, you might spend a couple more bucks than you would in the black market, but in the long scheme of things, it's really like with the cartridges, especially, it's worth it.
Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what you're smoking.
Yeah, like
It's not like flour where we've all seen it and know exactly what it is. You could buy that black market all day. I'll buy flour
day.
black market all day.
yep.
But
Yeah.
the carts and the and especially the concentrates, I like going to get at the dispensaries just because you don't know how it's made. It could be made in stuff you're buying black market concentrates could be made in some dude's bathroom and like a disgusting house and fucking not blowing it right or however they make the concentrate. You never know.
Exactly. I'm
You
looking
know.
at this here, this pre-roll we're smoking right now. 33.2%, 831 milligrams per package. So that's basically like eating 1,000 milligram edible, like a Star of Death from Uncle Joey.
Yeah, that'll knock you guys out.
Yeah, it'll be good for the night after this, no doubt.
I think by the time you're done with that, I might be the only one talking. You guys are gonna be snoozing.
Yeah, right. We'll be sitting here, lean back like Fat Joe.
I love it.
So Jay, did you watch any of the chaos of the waste management this past week?
I've seen some of the clips of people like way too drunk, and I can see why they stopped serving them beer. Like, dude, they're blacked out. They can't walk. They're falling down the hills because they're a little muddy.
That hill was a mess. Like they're literally just tipping over going down the hill.
It was
One thing I actually enjoyed watching, I'm not gonna lie, was the mudslide for money. Did you guys see those clips where they were putting the bills out and like everybody was doing the slides for that? That was kind of funny, but it became too much. I mean, I was every clip was somebody different, like nodding out, and it was just because they were hammered. I mean, they were like nodding out like they were on fucking fentanyl.
They were trying to walk, and they were like,
yeah,
like some fucking zombie or some shit.
One dude was just sitting. He was just sitting on the stool, and he was just like this, just like I don't know how he didn't fall off. But
one guy was pissing himself sitting there.
Yep, it was a mess.
Sitting there pissing himself. There was one kid fell down the hill, got up, was walking with one shoe.
There's a guy like front flip into the sand trap.
Yeah, he ran on the course.
He might have been sober.
Like, bro.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen again.
You kind of forget this is like a PGA Tour event. And
I think it's going to happen again, but it's going to be a lot more regulated because, like, security let the fucking floodgates loose. They stopped checking tickets.
I think you have to put that to, like, everybody has to buy a ticket for that.
Well, you know how, what is it? Is it baseball games? They stop serving beer at, like, the 7th inning stretch? Something like that. They're going to have to, like, stop at, like, a certain time or somehow limit
they let them in at 7 in the morning and people go run right to the beer.
That in itself.
Blacked out by noon.
How no one gets trampled when they're running in there. I mean, it's like, obviously comparable to like fucking running into Saratoga on the opening day kind of thing or Travers, but it's way more people than that. And that's chaos in itself up there.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't forget, it's like a really professional like golf tournament.
So, but all right, so as a golfer, you're going to that event. You know what to expect. So who was the one guy bitching and complaining?
Zach Johnson and Billy Horschel.
Well, they were heckling the Ryder Cup captain bad.
Yeah, that was Zach Johnson.
Yeah. But
like, stop the round and like go over there and tell them and like say something with like security. Like they must have been really getting at him hard, where his feelings were hurt.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
He was kind of like
you can't get hurt.
He was like Billy Horschel was yelling, like calling the guy an asshole. Zach Johnson was more just like, "Come on, guys." Like,
he's the one who he wasn't even swinging, and he said something, right?
Yeah, exactly. He was sticking up for the other guy. He was like, Billy Horschel was like, the guy's fucking swinging. What are you doing? Like, and I agree with him actually.
I agree with that, but like when you get to what is it, 16?
Yeah,
you know it's going to be chaos. Like you,
I think they all expect it to be, but the problem was this time was it went beyond 16. It went on the whole course, and I think
in general, any sport I ever played, I got heckled up at the batter's box. You got heckled playing basketball at the free throw line. Some of the environments I was in playing basketball, I definitely fucking got my ass heckled.
Yeah, I don't think it was really the heckling that. I think it was a lot of just the commotion, and there was just no, downtime at all for these guys to be able to get their mind straight. If you're having a bad round, and then you got, what was
fucking Roger out there? Fucking, you suck at picking.
Yeah,
it's just fucking one. You suck.
I would definitely be out there talking shit.
Jeff said on his podcast today, Fairways and Dreams, he said it was like Happy Gilmore came to life. He said, it's really what it reminded him.
It really was.
Except it wasn't following one golfer. It,
A
but I mean,
crazy
I went to a tournament, Liberty National, in New Jersey. It was the second round of the FedEx Cup. It was a big money tournament.
Okay.
And I mean, it was night and day. It was everybody was respectful. It was it was what you see on TV. They got the signs up, quiet please. I mean, it was you could hear somebody fart from from the green when you're watching the drive. If it was as soon as he's up there driving the ball, everybody respected it. I mean, I think it's the only place that it really gets like that. It's really every other event
known for that. So everybody tries to like up it every year somehow, and like this year that shit
got wild. I mean, Ant posted. We were talking to Nate from Acorn Hills. He had him up there. He had all the stats of the arrest, and it literally went up like 75 to 100% every year for trespassing, drunken disorderlies, like all this shit. And I was like, damn, dude, like just the fact that many people are going. There's more. You got to figure though too. There's more people going opposed to the first couple years.
Wasn't there like 700,000 people in there or something? Like because more people went through than tickets sold. They were just busting through.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get on. I have a couple people who were there last weekend that I'm trying to get on for Monday to get a little breakdown of what it really was all about. I'm just trying to lock down one of the two for it and get a time going.
Actually, you want to know something? I know somebody too that actually just you just rung a bell in my head, and that would actually be some good content.
Yeah, man, just get them because they're gonna know a lot better than us what it was. I mean, we could sit here and talk about it all day, but they hear it from the first.
We can only see with the clips that get posted.
Right.
There's probably way worse than that going on.
Way worse, or not really as bad. But like, I seen the one bartender posted because the lady's like, "Oh, why did they stop serving alcohol?" And he broke it all down. He's like, "We got told to stop serving. There was people running through the gates.
They said that
500,000 people on the course.
Like the fire people had to come.
Yeah, the fire marshal.
So it was like really the fire marshal that literally went in there and was like, "Yo, this needs to like stop right now, or we're shutting this shit down."
That's sick. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy, man.
What about that parade shooting though? Wasn't there?
That was a Super Bowl.
Oh my god, terrible, huh? Can't even go to a parade now.
Go celebrate a Super Bowl and it's knucklehead. Yo, but shout out to the two dudes.
Yeah, that
tackled that. Yeah. The two dudes and that one guy's wife.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
I don't know the full story. So I heard there was a couple guys under arrest.
So like the guy, I guess, was like running and people were yelling to stop him, and then like these two guys, like one tackled him, and then like another dude came and helped him, and they like pinned him on the ground.
They just pinned him on the ground.
Like
he knocked
30 seconds or so until like the cops got.
There's a video. So they tackled him, fumbled the gun. Yep. The guy's wife went and picked up the AK, and this dude, one guy pinned him down. The other guy's just rib shotting him. Boom, 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 laying into him, dude. And then the cops finally came and they're like, the one guy took off, wants no recognition for it. Shout out to him. And then the other guy
I seen him and his wife
ended up doing an interview and all this shit. But even that, shout out to him too, man, for stepping in a situation like that to do that.
God, yeah,
I don't know what I would do.
Could have been a lot.
I don't know.
Right.
Well, one death, right? I mean, one too many, but could have been a lot more without their heroism.
Bro, crazy, man. This country's fucked, dude. Like, we just
scary.
got.
Aren't you scared for your daughters? Like our daughter, I have daughters.
There was more people at that waste management tournament. Somebody could easily pick a huge event like that to go do something like that.
Yeah, you're not checking security and who's
people
going in
there. People
there.
are just running in and shit.
That's just wild, dude.
Yeah, no, I think I'm all set on big events like that nowadays. I don't know until this country straightens out a little bit,
dude. And when you go to an event, like, all right, so I went in 2016 to my buddy Tim and Neil. Shout out to Neil. Neil's been on the podcast from Shakerton. We went to the Cowboys-Giants 2016. It was the 9/11 game, and George Bush was going to be there.
Okay,
buddy, I was walking in there, and that's all I was thinking about. I was so excited that I was going to Cowboy Stadium, Jerry's World, blah 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 blah. But in the back of my mind was, I got to be at my head on a swivel, like it was a scary thing going in there.
Yeah, it's terrible that we have to live this way, but you know what? We can't be scared either.
You got to go out and like
something's got to change
like that and shit, and be like cautious. And you know how many people like don't even acknowledge the world's like something like that can happen.
Something's got to change. I mean, if there's any way, like me and Anthony have kind of been talking about maybe doing a tournament and like kicking back just straight up to the city of Troy and the community, like just to do something. Sure. You know, just to try to do something like to help. Because I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah,
there's a bunch
we
of things we could give back to, and all these corporations and this and that. But like, let's start at home base and work our way out. Is my opinion.
for sure, man. Troy could be a beautiful city, man. Let's build it back up.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Anybody change back to golf? Anybody see how Tiger did today? I'm
I
curious.
think he shanked one. I just posted it on my Instagram. He was right side of the fairway. Had some trees, overhanging trees in front of him, so he had to get it up kind of quick. And he just came down and hit the hosel and
Yeah.
right probably 130 yards into the woods, like stuck behind a tree. I don't know how he got out of it, but that was the one clip I seen. I didn't really have a chance to watch it today.
Sounds like me. Yeah, I mean, he's gearing up for Augusta though. He'll be playing in
Said his
Augusta
back
this
was
year.
spazzing out.
It was.
The back was flaring up, but I feel like he's the type of guy too. Every time something goes wrong, his back hurts or his leg hurts.
I would think I agree with that actually, but yeah, I just want to see him. I don't know. It makes golf better when he's in the tournament. I just feel like whether you love him or hate him, it makes golf better.
Because how old is he? 50 something? 52?
Something like that. Yeah.
So like technically, man, he's still got like a good 10 years in him. Where
Oh,
he
imagine if he never got injured though, like
say
the
that for a
main
lot of
injury.
motherfuckers. Yeah, say that for a lot of people.
Yeah, that is true. You got to stay healthy.
He definitely would have won that majors record, though. I think if he.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
what
what
did
I
he-
mean. Like he
he's
would have
one
probably
away,
already
right?
had it.
He's one away, right?
No.
No, not yet. No, he's more than one away.
I thought he was one away.
No, he had like
I think it's like.
I
three
think
or four.
I think it's 3 now. I think it was 4, and then he won the Masters. I think it's 3, maybe. It's not 1.
Who's
But,
got
I
it?
mean,
Jack's got it, right?
It was I mean, when it was 4 though, forever, and then he got, he only had 4 left. Everybody thought he was going to smoke it, but then he went on the stretch of not winning a major for whatever 10, 12 years or something.
Yeah,
So
bro, if he didn't get hurt, bro, he would have destroyed that.
yeah, that's what I mean. He was so close, and then I think his last major he won was the broken leg against Rocco Mediate. That was like the last major. Like it was like 2000, maybe 12, 13.
He won
or
Augusta
something.
a couple years ago, didn't he?
What's that?
Didn't he win
Yeah.
the Masters a couple years
That's
ago?
what I mean. Exactly. I'm
before
saying
that,
up
okay,
until
yeah.
then he didn't win one for like 10 years is what I'm saying. He won that and he was on pace to smoke the record. And then he went like 10 years without winning one is what I'm saying. And then that's when he won Augusta. Yes. He won, I think, Augusta. I think it was 2021 or 2020. It's only a couple of years ago.
It was the
2021,
COVID
I
year.
feel like.
It was the COVID year when it was pushed back, wasn't it?
It might have been. Yeah, when there was
The
he didn't
20
win the
21?
one that was in November because remember they pushed it to November. I think he won the one that was in the spring after because
Okay, yeah, because DJ won the one that was in November.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
They pushed the one from spring to November and then there was Masters the following April.
What do you guys think about his new logo and the current move to TaylorMade?
It's fucking ugly.
I'm not a fan. You see it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Tigers are right. That's on there, but I don't know. I don't like the writing on like the Sunday Red. It's just
Yeah.
spaced in like original ass font. Like that's all.
Yeah,
The
I'm not a
shoes look
fan.
like bowling shoes and shit. Like I'm a huge sneaker guy. Like
You want to see something funny? When you guys get a chance, go look at the Slazenger logo. Did you
It's
see
the
that
same thing.
meme?
I seen that when I
Yeah.
seen the
It
Spider-Man.
looks
meme,
like-
he's putting glasses on.
It looks like the Slazenger logo upside down or backwards.
Yeah, it's tough to look at for sure.
But whatever.
Yeah.
He could do whatever he wants.
I'm sure it's sold
Tiger.
out already.
Oh yeah, he'll still sell it. Exactly, he'll sell it all out. He'll sell it all out.
Yeah, man. Who did you guys enjoy the Super Bowl? Who did you guys pick to win? Did you win any money? What happened there?
I'm glad you brought that up.
I've been a phone.
Big, make sure you puff that first. Get that big puff first.
Jay's a 49ers fan, literally his whole life. So I came over here to watch the game. I usually like to watch the game with someone who's a fan of the team if I'm not. So like for years, I used to go over to my buddy Crompton's house. Shout out to him, R.I.P. He was a huge Patriots fan. So that year they were losing to the Falcons 24-3 or whatever it was.
Yep.
yo, everybody's like, yo, Dan, sorry, bro. Like, ruined his like Super Bowl at halftime. We're like, yo, your fucking team got their ass kicked tonight. Blah blah blah. He looks at all of us and swear to God, he goes, "We have Tom Brady, guys. You know he's going to come back and win this game." And he's sitting there with a shit-eating grin in his face and his recliner the whole time. Let's see. I had the game 35-31, Kansas City. Jay had it 27-24.
For San Fran.
San Fran. And Bob had it 30-22, San Fran.
Talk
Yeah,
about
the 22. Yeah, the 22, pretty close. When I was the other way.
what super like yo?
What
Super
was the
Bowl
final?
squares, bro? 25.
It was 5-2, 25-22. You guys want to hear?
Imagine having 5-2.
So Bob did have
just
the
being
22.
like, yeah, I'm not gonna win.
Funny story with that 5-2. So I quit gambling, but my dad every year does a $200 square. So I had his numbers, and he said, "I'll take care of you if it hits." And then I knew my wife got in a square through work. I remember seeing her Venmo somebody, and she mentioned it was a $20 square. So it was during the game, and I was looking at our numbers, and we had no shot. So I was like, "What's your numbers?" I'm like, I know you sent somebody money," and she was like, "Oh, I don't even know." I was like, Jesus. I was like, "You don't even know." I'm like, you're not seeing that money anyways, even if you win. If you didn't see your sheet and know what numbers you got, I'm like, she probably took your money. I said,
Right.
So lo and behold, that morning, Andrea calls me at 7:20 in the morning. I'm already on my way to work. She's like, "You're not going to believe it." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I have like 3 messages. Congrats on hitting the final." So she had it. Everybody else had the sheet, but her, she won the final 900. It was 600 for halftime, 250, and 9. It was a nice little 900 she won. So it was pretty nice surprise.
Yeah, I never hit squares, man. My father hit a square once.
It's crazy when I have bad numbers in the Super Bowl. That shit will never ever hit, and then I'll have like the best numbers you could possibly get, and I'll never fucking hit.
Well, whoever had 0-0, that shit hit for.
If you were in a minute
like
pool,
18 minutes or something. I think it was 0-0 throughout the game.
That, you made tons of money.
Yeah, I think the whole first quarter was 0-0, right?
Yeah, but then I think at one point you made it like 10-0. Wow.
Yeah.
Sure did.
It even started going again.
Yeah, those minute pools are pretty wild.
Yo, what do you think the amount of money between actual betting on the game and like office pools for squares, and then you got to figure like all the little leagues and football leagues, basketball leagues, they're doing squares to run fundraisers. How many dollars?
Everything all combined for just
trillions, right?
Probably almost the same amount of money we sent to Ukraine. No, I'm just kidding. Probably about 90 billion. No, a lot. A lot,
bro.
I don't know. I mean, you could go look at the Vegas figures, how much is bet in just Vegas alone, and
it's probably
hundreds of millions.
I was gonna say at the minimum, it's probably 500 million, bro.
More than that, dude. People come into, fucking the Sharks, they come into Vegas with wheelbarrows, and they put 20-30 million on them a piece on the Super Bowl. Dude, Vegas, go look at just Vegas alone. Forget about all the other cities, casinos. Just Vegas, I bet you, is 500 million. Just Vegas. Just Vegas.
Just Vegas.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's probably is fucking
in the billions.
Probably close to $1 trillion. Though.
Gotta be. Yep.
Bro, that's a lot.
And then add in the money that the commercials bring in. Yeah. I mean, just the money in general that the Super Bowl creates.
That would be over.
Stupid. What was your favorite commercial? I got to say the Ben Affleck one with Tom Brady.
That was good.
Dunkin' Donuts was pretty fucking funny.
That was good. I noticed. This is my conspiracy shout out. I got my Conspiracy Social Club hoodie on tonight, so we're getting with a conspiracy. There was a lot of aliens and like UFO type commercials.
Getting us prepared.
They're getting us ready for Project Bluebeam, man. That's what they're doing. That's why they're getting all these holograms in the sky and this and that. I'm telling you.
Tell you what, I'm more and more becoming a tinfoil hat guy. That's for damn sure.
Hanging out with me, buddy, I'll get you all fucked up.
Yeah, I turned Mikey. That's why you and Mikey get along, dude. You should see some of the shit he sends me.
I send him shit all the time now.
So where do you get this? Who are you?
Speaking of conspiracies, though, what do you think about? You think there was any? You see all the shit on Instagram with the clips of the time stopping and.
Oh, for the game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
resetting the second down, resetting it to first down.
I
and
see
shit.
that happen all the time. And they show something like that with New England too, but I think it was just resetting the time clock or reset. I don't know. It's or the
So
when they
I
what do they
put
have
money on
24
Kansas
seconds to
City.
get a playoff you'd always see him put it back to 24 seconds and there's a reason for it. I forgot what it was. Not the actual play clock, the
The game
the
clock.
delay game. Yeah.
Yeah, but the actual play clock, the game clock, the running time was like there was one point where they got out of bounds and the clock was supposed to. San Fran got out of bounds, and clock was supposed to stop. Ran like 25 seconds, 30 seconds off the clock.
Really? I didn't
They
see
never
that.
stopped it. And then there was one time Mahomes was running, and he got 2 yards. First and 10, got 2 yards.
They made it 1st and 10 again or
They
something.
reset it to 1st and 10 again. It's like, yo,
I am certainly starting to think that NFL is script, but could that many players, there's just so many players on a team,
it's not the
that
play.
many players keep a
I
secret?
think it's the refs. that
It's
can
the
call a flag
referees
or
that can
can't.
control it. They can call holding any play. So if
Okay.
there's a big play and that team's not supposed to have a big play, bring it back.
Well, I mean, we all saw what happened in the NBA. The dude that was throwing games for the mob.
Johnny.
Did you see that special? The on
Yeah, that was
Netflix?
good.
That was really good.
Yeah. No, what's
And
a
once
good one
he's-
to watch too is Rasheed Wallace and Bonzi Wells have a podcast, and they talk all about that. And
Okay.
Rasheed was going to the NBA for years prior, saying this dude's cheating, and like he like begged the NBA to look into it. They never did, and then he finally got busted for it.
He was scared for his life after a while, though, dude. He
We got a mob on him, bro.
right. It was the mob he was doing it for.
Like, that's real shit, bro.
And you know who else had the mob behind him was that other the college hoops guy that was on the same series on Netflix. What was his name? He was throwing games. They were big favorites, and he was just throwing they were winning games, but only by the spread, but not enough.
Unguarded was the name of that one.
I forgot there was a couple guys involved, but that was the same thing. He said I got to a point where I was above my head, and I had bad guys wanting me to throw the game.
Yeah.
They were scared for their life at one point.
I could never cheat like that. I could never.
No,
I don't think I could ever do it. When you're going to war
competitive.
with dudes like that, bro, you can't. Like that's just
No.
fucked up.
No, I don't know what possessed them to even start.
Bro, that's even crazy.
Yeah,
How do you even meet those kind of people?
Because
bro?
those people got themselves. He was probably betting on
That's what I'm
football.
saying. Like, how do you even have to run into
Got
these
himself in the hole, or he grew up with
Yeah.
somebody.
This is what it was with the college kid was he was betting with a book. This is the story with him. He was betting with a bookie and he got in a hole. He owed like 10 grand and he said, the guy said, listen, if you could throw this game for me, we'll squash the debt. And
Yeah.
that's how it started. And he's like, shit. He's like, this is easy to do. He's like, all I had to do was, he's like, we still won the game. They were like a 13-point favorite. He's like, just make sure you don't win by more than 13.
Yeah.
He's like, once they got down to, the final couple minutes, he started throwing the ball away. He started missing those free throws,
Yep.
but he was doing it. He was hitting the back of the rim. He wasn't throwing air balls to be able to just miss by just that much.
Right.
But they got above their heads and they got caught because they were.
That's a good dot. Most of those, I think it was a 30 for 30, wasn't it?
I think 30 for 30 did do one, but this was actually specifically on Netflix. And there's that story and the NBA, the Donovan guy, and then there's a couple other stories on there that are like related, like sports controversy
or something like that.
I forgot it was. Yeah, it's on Netflix. So if you just search on Netflix, we'll look it up after and post
I'll
it
post it
underneath.
Yeah.
The guy's name. I'll find it for you. But it was a pretty big college, and he was doing well for a while. But I think he just got caught. They got caught because all of a sudden $1 million bets were coming in on the same
small ass college.
Right. They're like, what's going on here? And a red flag went up, and the FBI looked into it. If they kept it a little smaller, I think they would have been fine.
Yeah.
It was in the story mid-game. It was the halftime, and the FBI came into the locker room, and like the guy was like, it was him and two other guys were involved that knew about it. they all just shit themselves. like
After that, you're sitting in the locker room and the feds walk in. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
halftime. Oh
That's
my god.
crazy.
Yeah, it was a good one. But
So, hey,
yeah,
what's coming up for the upstate golf guys? What do you guys got playing coming up? Obviously,
so
I know what the fans
Tuesday
are.
we have Don't Get Greedy Golf.
Okay.
And then I'm excited about that. Pat's a really cool dude. But I have a big one in 2 weeks. A couple big golf influencers are coming on. New Nine Golf. He's the guy that's trying to get on Augusta, Ken the Normal. He's actually a
You
fun
ever
one
see
to
this guy
follow.
yesterday?
Mm-mm.
He goes up. He was at the weight. Was he at the Waste Management?
Yeah, he was at the Waste Management.
Yo,
Yeah,
so he was there and he was going up like, yo, he's been trying to get on Augusta for like 30 days or something, or
Mhm.
30 weeks or whatever
Like
it
a
is.
challenge or something he's doing.
Yeah.
right.
So
He's
he's
he-
like emailing him and he's going through the whole process and he just like can't get there, but he's
well, so he
Very
in the
nice.
first one, like day one, he makes it's basically a prank call. Day one, he's like day one of trying to get on Augusta. He's doing like a video series.
Yeah,
But
call
he's got
for time,
like he's
book
up to
a
like
female.
60,000 followers now, 70,000, big following. A lot of the PGA guys, like Bo Hostler, was walking by him, and before he even asked, he said,
Yeah.
"You're not going to do it, man." So like, there's some PGA players that are following him. And he's so day one he called up and basically it was a prank call. He was like he's like, oh, what better way to just to call and try to make a tee time? Called up and he's like they're like, hi, Augusta National. He's like, I'd like to make a tee time. She's like, you can't make tee times here, sir. It's by invitation only. And
Yeah.
So was
so
he
he was
trying to
just
get
like,
PGA Tour guys to get
Yeah,
him on the
he's
course?
trying to get like, how do you
Yeah,
think
he
I
was
can
just
get on
busting-
Augusta? Like they're walking into the course, like yo, like walking to the range. He's like, how do I get on Augusta? Like it ain't happening, bro. Like
yeah,
he answered everybody.
JT was like qualify for the Masters.
You know?
He's like, just qualify, dude. But yeah, so
just
then like
qualify for the
Qualify.
Masters, bro.
So
Easy as that.
he's from Canada, and he reached out to another Canadian golfer, Mike Weir, who won the Masters. I think it was 2003. So
Okay.
he actually got a response from him. They did a video call. That was like on like day 20 or something, or day 19. He said, so Weir gave him passes for Monday, the practice round. He's like, the best I could do, he goes, is give you free passes to come watch me, and he goes, I'll see what I could do when we're there. He goes, maybe you could network and get to know people. And so he's
to get that far is dope.
yeah, he's been, go follow his page, New Nine Golf. He's really funny, a funny dude. Got a good stick. He's like a scratch golfer. And then I'm having him and then this George Dunnan guy on, who's also a scratch golfer and just a golf video creator. So I'm gonna get them both on at the same time, and we're just gonna have a fun episode of talking golf and have them kind of talk their ideas out with each other, and because he does a lot of George does a lot of
Just content.
no, it's hard to explain. Yeah, his goal and his thing is follow me to try to break par again. So it's just all videos with the shot tracker. He's got a pretty swing, but yeah, he knows a lot of people in the golf world too. So I actually just asked the two of them to come on, and they know each other. They're friends, so I think it'll be a fun episode, man. I really am looking forward to it.
Cool.
Hell yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Yeah, I got Don't Get Greedy. He's going to be popping on, I think, like a week or two after you have him on. I'm going to have him on over here. Who else I got coming up? I'm going to have Ty from 420 Bliss on. I'm going to have, who else we got coming up? Helium and Company, the guys who are going to be partnering with us on the tournament.
What about the guys that got the tea for a bowl, the smoking tea that you just sent me today? You said you're going to try to get them on.
Puffington. So this is pretty cool. I didn't even tell Jay yet. Puffingtons.
Yeah.
So these guys came out in like 2012, and there's like so many people who are like swagger jacking their whole brand and shit. So I'm real curious. Like, I want to talk to them and like see how they feel about people literally like stealing their fucking patent and shit.
Yeah, that's a big
It's
one.
crazy.
They have a good following.
So the tee's a one hitter.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally can pack it up, hit it, put that bitch in the ground, tee off, and go fucking pick it up, smoke it, and back to the fucking cart.
Great.
It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
They got a grinder, like the ball's a grinder and shit. Like they got a bunch of different shit on there. I'm gonna have my man from the Custom Rags on here. Probably get him and his wife. So I got some things planned up. Just working, man. Just got to network, bro.
That's
Just
it.
gotta network.
How you liking this golfer gang. It's pretty fun, right? It's going pretty good. I mean,
So far, so good.
yeah,
So
it's just to me, it's just we're all doing the same thing and just trying to help share each other and get the word out. I mean, I think like I was telling Nate, the bigger the team, the stronger we are. You know, it's like work together. That's kind of
Yep.
how I felt originally when I wanted to work with you. Like 2 podcasts are better than 1, right? I mean,
yeah, that's exactly
see-
what we said. That's exactly what we said.
So
You
now
can
we
share.
kinda
You'll
got,
have a
like,
different audience. I'll have a different audience. We'll pick each
yep,
other's.
share each other's. Yep, why not,
Yeah.
man? The internet's big enough to share. You
Like
know?
even with
That's for sure.
so like this dude had his hat. The dude from Troy City Council posted in videos and all this over Facebook. It posted there for your park. Just a heads up on that. If anybody's watching, he's probably not opening the course like March 1st. He's probably looking closer to like April 1st. But long as weather conditions allow, Freer Park will be open April 1st.
Way earlier than normal.
Yeah,
Like usually get third week in April.
yeah.
Yep. I'm
That's
really
when we
psyched.
started last year. Yeah.
Can you believe, Roger, we were golfing outside last weekend and now feel it outside. It's
It's snowing.
snowing,
Snowing
windy.
and shit. I literally hopped in the car. I didn't
I
see
had no
nothing
idea it was
about it. I was
supposed to
like,
snow
what the fuck?
tonight.
And I got the wife's car. Her tires are shit, so I'll be all over the road.
The worst roads too.
All
Dark.
windy and shit.
Windy.
Are they starting the golf ball rollback like now? Like if we were to buy balls now, like when is that actually supposed to be starting? What's the deal with that?
Probably 2 years.
They should just
Okay.
make that for the pros, bro.
Yeah, like come on.
Why
Game is
you
hard
have
enough.
a huge market for those other golf balls with like just amateurs? Like we need the help.
I need
Okay,
that 10 yards, bro.
Yeah.
Here's
I
my
need that
question.
extra spin.
Here's my question. They go into a rollback on the balls, but are they doing any limitations on the technology of drivers and irons and like
No.
making these things like the most disgusting drivers in the world? And like they're not going to make up for the other 10 yards you're losing on the golf ball. Like why
Right.
even bother with it?
I feel like they've been at their max of what a driver can actually do for a while now.
For the most part, I mean,
They don't change the rules every year for those, so it's like they've had the script of what the max a driver can be,
right.
and like you don't see anybody coming out with drivers that are like, yeah, I hit this one goes 10 more yards and shit. Like they
Still,
just
technology is only
it's been the same for a while. They change colors, move a little thing,
That's it. That's really
and
it.
then they're like,
Move the
oh,
weight a
this
little
new
bit.
one, and we had this technology. It's like, bro, it's probably already been in there because
Right.
the rules like just don't. You can't just make a sick driver that can like outdo other ones.
Right.
You have to stick to like the legal guidelines. So like, there's no way they don't have the best drivers out for like years now.
Yeah. I like those Sims, though. The Sim 2s are probably my favorite. The Sim and the Sim 2.
I feel like that was like the last big change.
Yeah. Those, what are they, the Q10s or whatever? Those things look pretty sick.
Yeah, they do. I'm looking into a new putter. It's my next buy.
Kind of like with underneath, look like an M5 or something, right?
Yeah, it looks the same. Yeah.
Like, bro,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, it's just like it's crazy, dude. They just like change colors and make it look a little different, but it's actually a club that they had like 6 years ago.
Right, same thing. Yeah. It's like Jordan. Just keep bringing out the same shit you did 30 years ago. Fuck it. People are still buying it. Still
Well,
buying it.
it's Jordan, of course, the GOAT.
Yeah. All I'm trying to get out here is someone from Golf Kicks. You ever see those? So I
No.
bought it. So they're spikes. You just screw into regular sneakers. So I took like a bunch of old basketball sneakers that I haven't worn in 5 years, 6 years, and just fucking plugged them in the bottom there and started playing golf in them.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
They're all right. I mean, you got some grip with them, huh?
Yeah, I
They
love
work?
them. They're yeah.
Bob's got like LeBrons.
Yeah, I put them in a pair of LeBrons. I had them in a pair of Jordans. Pop them out, put them in. You can't even tell on the bottom of the sneaker when you're done.
It's interesting.
They're like $30. So like even if you can't find like a nice pair of golf sneakers, you go buy a pair of sneakers. Golf please, go buy a pair of sneakers and buy these things. Pop them in the bottom, you're good.
Huh.
Make your own golf shoe.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got flat feet, so it's tough finding.
Because those Tiger
Golf
Woods that
shoe.
just came out ain't cutting it. I feel like I'd be down at Uncle Sam Lane's.
Bowling shoes.
That's what they look
I
like.
wonder how much the T-Dub stuff just skyrocketed on like eBay.
Can't even imagine, dude.
And probably just skyrocketed. A pair of like
Everything.
T-Dub golf cleats now that use. He was probably trying to get like 50s and to get like 150 now.
Oh my
Even on Nike alone, probably skyrocket all the Tiger Woods shit that's left.
Oh yeah,
All the cleats. 'Cause he just dropped the 2023 edition Nike cleat, so
those are like the white and greens everybody's been
the
wearing.
black. He's got a black pair too. Yeah.
How baked are you guys off that joint? I gotta ask. Cut in and ask.
I'm pretty good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
pretty good.
bro.
You
That
look
thing burned
okay.
for like 20 minutes, dude.
Shout out 420 Bliss.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. They be hooking us up. We
They're
got
an
a couple
awesome.
more.
That's a really fun sponsor to have, man. Just for hooking you up with some
Oh, bro,
goodies.
so, she's so dope, man. She really took care of us. I walk in there the other day. It was funny. I went up there, and my ID is like literally scotch taped together. So I got to go get a new one, and it wouldn't scan. So they're like, "Oh, we got to call Ty to see if you can get in or whatever." She walks in. She goes, "Yo, when are you?" It's like the second or third time she's had to do it. She's like, "When are you going to get a new ID?" I'm like, "I'm just happy to see you. I know you're going to be here to open up the door and shit." But yeah, we got edibles in here. We got some live rosin edibles.
I don't do edibles.
We got the disposables from the cannibals. Keychains. This one, the Tiger Mints from Tyson. Even got a soda, bro. Like we got a bunch of shit in here still. Let you know how we're feeling and what's happening. But
Kick back with a soda.
this Packwoods, it's a 2 gram pre roll, 33%.
Yeah, you look like you're feeling nice right now.
Yeah, I'm ready for bed shortly after this, dude. No doubt. Gonna have a little snack and go to bed.
Yeah, I went over there last, I think Friday, and got some goodies, and I'm still working on those. So I'll probably go back over there tomorrow, maybe get a few more goodies. I like the Jamaican dude that's at the front desk, the big dude.
The bigger dude, yeah, he's cool as
Yeah,
shit. He was
he's
the
really
one.
friendly.
He's like, "Yo, man, I gotta call her again." I'm like, "Oh, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, he's a nice dude.
It's cool." But yo, let's get into the my favorite part of the show, the 3 questions. Get ready to wrap this thing up real quick.
Oh boy.
Let's start with the golf one. Besides Augusta, if you could play anywhere, where would you want to play?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Probably. It's got to be the old course, where they play the British Open. God, what's it called? With the cliffs there, overlooking the water. Come on, help me out. Saint something. Saint
Andrews.
St. Andrews. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'd be St. Andrews.
I mean, besides like the obvious ones we would all pick from like watching like the tours, I'd probably say like maybe like the Jordan, Jumpman 23.
Something different that.
They got like flying drones to deliver and shit out there. I heard like
That should be dope.
pretty cool. I think out there, and they showed like the clubhouse and shit, bro. It's wild, bro.
Shit.
Well, I mean, you're obviously gonna pick like the ocean ones anyway. if you
Yeah,
got
like
the
Pebble
chance.
Beach would be
Or
mine.
like a secret one, you maybe go to like Jumpman 23, see what Jordan's course is about with all like the fucking special stuff that comes with it, with
Right.
being a member there and shit. Like they have like drone, bro. Like
Even
fly
like
you
Trump's
anything.
courses and shit would probably be sick. Going to play down at
Right, but you're obviously
Mar-a-Lago.
gonna pick like the old course
Yeah.
or like Pebble. You're obviously gonna like pick those.
Those ocean courses are tough. Like I played
The wind that comes off of them, right?
I played down at Aruba when I first started playing. They had a 9-hole course down there. I rented clubs and went and played by myself. And dude, I was hitting shots and they were looking great. All of a sudden, I was getting that ocean breeze, and I'm like, "Damn, that's on the other hole. Like, how the fuck did that happen? I thought I was going for the green. I'm in the other fairway. I'm like, damn, that sucks." But like, once you adjusted, it was like I hit a pitching wedge at the time, maybe 100 yards. I hit one up in the air. This sailed 150 yards. I'm like, holy shit.
Do those videos where some people get stuck at like Pebble when it's like hurricanes
Oh,
and they're out there in like jackets and shit and they're hitting like that par 3. He hits he hits driver, bro, on that par 3 around the ocean. It's so bad. He has to hit driver and he lands the green.
Good luck.
I was only playing like 125. Dude hit driver full send, bro, and he landed the green. I was like, that's like it's your only chance to do it. So you gotta play in whatever it is. So they're just out there in like rain suits and like hitting driver.
That's like that course is like $800 or something to play that.
Yeah, I know Tiger has a course too that's like a hidden gem in like
Pines Valley. I would do that.
Yeah, I forgot what he's got a few.
Sure. With the 19th hole.
That's what I was just gonna say, the one with the 19th hole, right?
Yeah, Pines, yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Let's go
that
play Bethpage, dude. Let's take the ride down and
we
play
can do
Bethpage.
that. Dude, we're fucking 2 hours, 2.5
You
hours
can't
away.
out in like your car.
To play
Huh?
Bethpage?
Is that the one where you have to like camp, like Bethpage Black?
I don't
Like,
know. I
people,
just
like, get
know
there,
you
like,
can't
way
drive. You
earlier.
walk only.
It's first come, first serve. So I heard like people get there like the day before.
Oh.
Like if you have like a Sunday tea time, you get there Saturday at like 10 o'clock at night, and then you like sleep in your car and like
Damn.
it's first come, first serve, I guess. There.
The only
So
thing I know about it
lines
is
up the day before.
they
the
don't
tea
allow
times.
carts ever. Like ever. Doesn't matter. There's just no cars. That's walk only. That's how good they keep the course in shape. So there's never a cart.
I heard
You'll
a
never
cart
see a
is
cart
fucked, too.
track.
Oh, yeah.
It'll fucking humble your ass quick.
Absolutely.
Yep. So I would do that. I would do that one time.
I would do it for sure. That'd be a dope trip.
There's another Trump's links at Ferry Point or something. It's right in it's in Queens.
Yeah.
It's a really nice one.
I drive past it every November, December, and I look out that window and I'm so pissed that there's still guys on the golf course and I got 30 Christmas trees in the back of a U-Haul.
When you're going over the bridge there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice course too. There's a
can,
lot
like,
of nice
do that.
courses. I mean,
That's nice.
You're like the bridge and shit.
Yeah, it's nice even during like the off season. It still looked like nice. For
yeah,
sure.
true links course.
Here's a second question: if you could have dinner with one famous person, who would it be, and what would you ask him? One question you would ask him.
One famous. Well, ask the question again.
If you could have dinner with one famous person,
Yeah.
who
Okay,
would
I got it.
be, and what would be the
Okay,
one
all right.
question you would ask him?
I was making sure it was famous person. I cut out for a second. Yes, oof.
I mean, I don't
One
know what kind of
famous
questions I would
person.
ask him, but I would hang out with some people maybe.
Who'd you hang out with?
Go ahead. You go ahead, Jay.
Oh, jeez.
I got one.
You wrote the question. You should.
I'll give you guys some time. Joe Rogan.
Okay.
I'd go with Rogan, and I would ask him, what the hell did Bob Lazar tell you off camera? That would be my shit. What did Lazar say off camera, off record? Because they had a dinner the night before with him, Andrew Schultz, and a couple of Lazar's guys. What happened at that dinner?
Plus, you could. I mean, he's like an idol to anybody that does podcasts. So you would be a cool one just to chill with and talk to and break down.
Absolutely.
Man, it's a good question. I mean, I would go an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would too, and try to like play a pickup game with them or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm thinking maybe like Darryl Strawberry. Like I'm a diehard Mets fan.
Okay.
And I would probably just ask him. I mean, obviously his biggest obstacle was getting over some drug habits, but I don't know. I would ask him just give me your yeah, how much coke have you done in your life? No, I would just ask him for your best life lesson, man, for a guy that was one of the best of all time in the game of baseball. I mean, had the prettiest swing, I think, in baseball.
Him and Griffey.
Yeah, him and Ken Griffey.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up there, but I
I was
think
gonna say somebody like
I don't know. I think it would be the straw. I would love to play around with him too.
Dude, I was just thinking the same thing. Like,
He is.
yeah, I was thinking like Charles Barkley. Like, how fun of a day would you have if you were like with Charles Barkley, like golfing and fucking hanging out, and him just fucking roasting people
God,
and
that'd be
shit.
great.
Yeah.
And I
That'd be
think we
mad
lost
fun.
it for a second.
Yeah, I'm going to plug my computer in.
This guy.
It's all good. What was the third?
Yeah,
What's
it's
the last one?
or else I'm going to die on you. Go ahead, do the last one.
All right, last one. If aliens were to come to Earth, where should they avoid visiting?
Avoid visiting.
Chicago, Jacksonville.
Chirac.
Jacksonville, Florida, Chicago.
Make sure you go to DC and light that bitch up.
We should bring my wife in. We should bring my wife in for this question. I'm gonna ask. Can I ask Andrea what she would do for this one? She likes aliens.
Yeah, what would you do?
Repeat the question for me.
What should aliens avoid while visiting Earth?
Andrea.
She's sleeping over there and shit. What the fuck, Aunt? Sick of this podcast shit.
If an alien visited Earth,
What should they avoid?
where should they avoid? Of all places. She's thinking.
Well, she's thinking, Aunt, why don't you tell people where they can get some of your merch?
They're visiting Earth. Where on Earth should they avoid?
While she's thinking, why don't you tell people where they can get some of your merch?
All right. They can get some of my merch right now if they hit me up at 518 Golf the Cape on Instagram.
Okay.
But
You got the website coming up, though, right?
yeah, that's really where it's going to be. I'm kind of holding off. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be on upstategolfguys.com, and there will be a store on there, upstategolfguys.com.
No doubt.
Andrea told me to shut up. I'm putting the TV back on. That was her
There you
answer.
go. That a girl. You heard enough of your
That a
shit
girl.
tonight.
I would say New York City because it's a
Yeah.
shithole right now.
It's crazy
Yeah, it
right
is.
now, dude. No
Yeah,
doubt
stay out
about
of
it.
New York City.
It's crazy down there.
Yeah,
People
man.
I seen a video last night, dude, walking down the street and a bunch of like teenage kids just like throwing cones at him and shit.
Dude, I've seen
Him and his girl just walking.
that they arrested that 15-year-old for like attempted murder and all types of other shit.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
The
then-
two dudes beating the shit out of the cop.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
middle
yo,
of Times
And then
Square.
they're starting to do. They got video of like the moped. They're doing the moped robberies and shit like they do in like those other countries. Like you're walking with your phone out, like a moped comes by and snatches it out of your hand and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're like already
Yeah.
doing that shit down in the
So
city.
what they're doing too is they're taking it from the city, going down to Florida, selling it, and then coming back to the city. They're like, why don't they just stay in Florida and rob? Well, because if you come up to New York and do it, you're not going to stay in jail. You're gonna
They let
bail
you
out
walk
in
right
10
out.
minutes. You're good.
I saw
Florida,
one
you have
dude.
to go to jail. It's fucking
One dude go right into like a Best Buy or like an electronics store and literally he
Bro,
just
that was the
he
videos
just
are
filled
crazy.
his pants up with shit. Just
Yeah.
right up and just walk
Those
right up
videos
to the
are
alarms
nuts.
going off.
In there,
Just
bro,
walk right
it's
out.
crazy.
You know, I need those boosters. Hit me up. I need some shit. No doubt. But let's wrap this up. And thanks for hopping on, man. Appreciate you
Oh
jumping
yeah.
on.
Anytime you need an extra voice, I told you I'm here for you.
No doubt. We were supposed to have a buddy of mine on tonight. He had a little anxiety and bailed on us. No surprise, really. I knew he was
It
gonna.
happens all the time.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna be nervous, but I'll get him on here eventually. But no, and thanks for coming on. Check him out at Upstate Golf Guys, 518 Golf the Cape on Instagram. And then we'll be on again. I think Monday. I'm either gonna lock up one of those two, talk about the waste management, but I'll be back on Monday with a guest. Thanks for tuning in.